It's Wednesday, my dudes, and that means another video, but in this one, we're going to be continuing the conversation we started last time, and that is that YouTube is hard. And instead of taking it from the more business slash logistical side of things, I want to take it from the perspective of a content creator. What is going on, YouTube? King Kevin here with some Black Ops 3 TDM gameplay on Redwood. As I mentioned in the intro of this video, we will be continuing the conversation, but this time from a content creator perspective. So when I say YouTube is hard from the content creator side, I am talking about making a high quality video. And what that means to different people is most certainly very different depending on who you are and maybe some standards that you have set for yourself. Me personally, I like to have very high standards, or I just happen to have very high standards because I know I'm capable of much better. And if I upload a video that I know I didn't put 100% or 110% into, I know I'm not going to be very happy with it. Sure, I'll be content with it, but I know in my heart that I could have always done better. And this goes back to the conversation about motivation, why I believe it's very important to make a video when you're motivated versus when you are kind of forced to by a deadline. And I'm excited to announce I'm very motivated to do this video, so I know this has the potential to be a really great video. And I want to talk about three different things with regards to quality: the video quality, the audio quality, and the editing quality. So for starters, we are playing a video game, or this channel is about video game commentaries. So naturally, the video and the video quality most certainly have to play a role. And now this can mean different things for different people. Again, high quality might mean 720p, and most people are content with that. Some people, 1080p is their standard, 1440p, 4K, whatever your standard may be. 1080p, 60 FPS is perfectly fine for me. But when I'm talking about video quality, I also mean the content of the video that you are watching. I want to try and make sure the gameplay is, for the most part, interesting. And just to prove my point here, even though you guys may or may not believe me, I actually spent about 30 to 40 minutes sifting through a lot of gameplay files. I know that there are video gameplays that I did not do so well in, maybe in the game, or I didn't play the objective. Whatever the case may be, I know that it wasn't a great gameplay, and if I were watching it, I was even bored watching my own video. So if I was bored, then other people were likely to be bored. But I saw this gameplay and I was like, wow, I did pretty good this gameplay. I'm quite impressed with myself. So I figured that you guys might enjoy it too. So video quality, giving something that is obviously physically high quality, as in like it's pleasing to the eyes in terms of the gameplay. So this is at 1080p, 60 FPS, and most of the settings are turned on high, if not ultra, or whatever it is. But that is what I deem high quality with regards to video game commentaries. So the next thing I want to talk about is the audio quality, and this is something that I pride myself a lot in, mainly because I know how important it is with regards to a video. If you ask anyone who's been doing YouTube for a very long time, they will be able to stress and they will back up the fact that audio is very important and can make or break the video. And there are some people out there, both content creators and content consumers, who just frankly don't care about it. So long as they are able to hear what people are saying, they are quite okay whether or not the audio quality is good or bad, whether or not there might be a fan in the background or an AC or aircon unit in the background, or there's pets running around, or whatever the case may be that's causing some background noise or distracting things. Some people are completely okay with that, others are not. I personally would love to have a silent studio, basically, where I could record these commentaries or these voiceovers and then give it to you guys. Unfortunately, I'm in a place that has, nothing on the walls, hardwood floor. My computer fan has to be running because it's on right now to record this commentary and things like that, unfortunately. But I'm trying to eliminate everything that I can, even though it is crazy hot in this room right now. I have the AC turned off. I'm sweating because I know that in the end, it'll be worth it for the audio quality. I do have a ton of different microphones that I can use. I decided to choose this one because it is a great combination of both convenient and good sound quality. Also, it's very easy to navigate the buttons on it so that I can easily record, easily listen back, easily delete files, and I can listen to it back with zero latency. So I know if I misspeak, I know if I stutter a little bit, I know if I slur my words a little bit, I can hear it live, stop the recording right there, and then re-record that section. This is something that I actually struggle with a lot because I tend to trip over my words, especially when I'm not reading from a script. So since I am doing this pretty much off the top of my head, as someone suggested in one of my former videos, I decided that, using this microphone is going to be better because, again, it just makes it easier to re-record everything. And this is actually the second or third pass I'm doing through this video game commentary, because not only was the timing wrong in terms of how long the video is versus the audio, but also I was tripping a lot over my words, and I don't want to have to edit that, even though I do know how to edit those things out. So another thing that's very important in what makes YouTube hard is trying to get great audio for your videos. There are a lot of people out there who just use their headset microphones to record, and if that is what they want and that's their standard of audio quality, that's fine for them. Me personally, I absolutely hate it when people use their headset microphones when they're gaming to record commentaries. And I understand the notion, you already have a gaming headset on to listen to the great sounds that are in the game, to pinpoint enemy footsteps and locations and things like that. Headset microphones are notoriously awful in terms of their quality, so people who make videos but then decide to botch it basically with having bad audio, whether or not they are aware of it or not, that is something that I think separates a good quality video from a high quality video. And again, I strive for high quality. Not saying that I'm there yet, but that is definitely something that I am looking towards and striving towards. And again, if you guys have any feedback, I would greatly appreciate it in terms of how I can improve these aspects. The other thing I wanted to talk about is editing quality, and that is with regards to how the audio might be cut, how the video might be cut if there are jumps between sections, and how overlays are put, or how intros are rolled in, or outros, or things like that. And this is something that is very simple, yet some people still manage to mess it up. I know there are some people who make video game commentaries, and then they might accidentally put in the same voiceover section twice, so you actually hear a segment of the video twice in a row with regards to the audio, and somehow when they edit it, when they export it, it's not caught. Me personally, the way I fight this is basically to watch my videos over and over and over again. When I edit my videos, I pretty much watch it after every single edit I make, or at least I watch over that edit at least like 3 times to make sure that the cut sounds right, the voiceover sounds right, and everything just in general flows a lot better. Of course, there are time constraints, so if there are things that have to give, they will give, but in general, I try to make sure that I don't compromise those things. To make sure the audio sounds good, to make sure no sections are repeated, to make sure that everything just works out as a finished product is something that I pride myself highly in, and that is something that I am definitely trying to achieve. So with regards to why YouTube is hard from the content creator side, I think it definitely is a bunch of hurdles and a bunch of standards that you have to meet, depending on, again, what standards you set for yourself. Me personally, in my own life and in my professional life, I tend to have very high standards for everything. I know that I want to put in 100% or more than that, 110%. And if I don't do that, I know that I'm doing it wrong. I'm not doing it with all that I can. And in general, I know it's going to be not as good as it could be. And that is the kind of thing that eats away at me. And that is why I sometimes record these videos over and over and over again, despite how tedious it might be, despite how laborious it might be. It is awful sometimes, I will admit, to be sitting in a really hot room, no AC, no fans going, just because I'm trying to capture audio, trying to sift through files, and try to find a good gameplay. All these things are things that I consider and what make YouTube hard for me. Of course, if you have low standards, you don't have to worry about that, really. You can record live comms with your headset microphone, just upload the gameplay, and then off you go. But if you're going to get viewers from that, or you're going to have sustained viewers from that, I don't know. I get really frustrated, to be quite honest, when there are people who create what I would consider low quality videos, yet they're still getting recognition. And then on the flip side, I'm putting all this effort into these videos and then not getting recognized. It's a thing that I think a lot of us have encountered at one point or another. We think we're deserving of something when we really are not, but that's another video for another day. So as always, I would love to hear your guys' feedback on this topic. Are you guys people who would really like high quality, or do you not have that much care in the world for whether or not a video is in 720p versus 1080p, or using a headset microphone versus a dedicated microphone, or all of these things considered? I'd love to hear your feedback and ways that I can improve my own video. If there is something that I think is pretty good, but you guys might not think it is, then I will try to compensate for that and provide videos that you guys want to see with regards to certain types of quality. So that would do it for this video game commentary. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, please feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe for more content in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next video.